So hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first video of mine. Today I will be doing a TTC, or trying to conceive, update. So I have a few updates since the last time we talked, which was my mifepristone and misoprostol video. I did go see my doctor today, and so I have a few updates and a few things to talk about. So first things first, as of April 8th, my HCG is down to an 8, which is not exactly where they want it. They want it a 5 or below. So at this point, we're either waiting for my period to show up, or I'm going to get my blood drawn again next week just to make sure it's still going down. Now, when my period starts and when we start trying to conceive again, there's some news, some updates. So there's some stuff that I've already kind of started to do. So for one, I'm still taking my prenatals, which I take the Vitafusion prenatals, and these have folate and DHA in them. Now a lot of, or all, prenatal vitamins either have folic acid or folate. I have found, like, doing research and just my own body, that folate just digests a lot easier and it's not so hard on your stomach. And I've also researched that it's a lot easier for your body to process. So overall, it's the better option for me. And the next thing I've started doing is I've started taking a low dose aspirin. Now this is just Walmart brand aspirin, and it is the 81 milligrams right there. And my doctor said to make sure that it's safety coated. She called it a certain coating. I'm not sure what she called it, but this is safety coated. She said that's best for your stomach because if it's not coated, apparently it can really upset your stomach. But I already started taking these before I actually talked to her, and she really encouraged me to continue taking them. Now, my doctor is not considering me like a miscarriage threat, even though I've had 2 miscarriages. They weren't consecutive. So as of right now, I'm not considered a miscarriage threat, which is kind of irritating because I feel like, no, my miscarriages weren't consecutive, but I've had 2 miscarriages and that should mean something, but apparently not. But she's going to try to help me as best she can. So rather that be through, you know, just giving me tips and tricks or the more natural route of doing stuff, she wants to try to help me. So the next thing that we kind of talked about and kind of agreed on, she left it up to me, but I think I'm going to do it, was the, see if I can show you this without showing you my name, the progesterone suppositories. So I did take these with my miscarriage, if you guys watched that video, and the discussion, here's what the pills look like. There's what the pills look like. They're just a white pill that you put up your vagina once a day. Mine is at bedtime, which I think is probably normal. And so that was the discussion we had. And she is totally on board either way. If I am like, no, I really want to take progesterone, that would really help, you know, my own anxiety, my own thought process. She said, fine, that's not a problem with me. You can do whatever you like. And she totally is up to it. So me and my husband discussed it, and we kind of went back and forth. But I think we're going to do it, even though we've had 2 babies already, and neither one of those we have to have progesterone suppositories with. I just, for my own peace of mind and my own sanity, I just want to try it. And also, my thought process is it took us a lot longer to get pregnant this time. It took us 7 months. And so maybe there's a progesterone issue anyways, and that's why it's taking so long to get pregnant. And so just all in all, I want to take the progesterone. So she told me to use OPKs, which this is the brand of OPKs I use. I'll show you those in a second. But she told me to use OPKs, and once I get a positive OPK, to start taking my progesterone. And that will just help my body to prepare for the baby, to make sure that my uterine lining is nice and thick and ready for a baby to implant. And so we're going to do that. So this is the OPK that I use. And it is the Easy at Home Ovulation Test. And I will say I have tried a lot of OPKs. A lot of OPKs and a lot of like Amazon cheapy pregnancy tests. I have tried a lot. And these are my favorites so far. I have not tried the Pre-Mom, I think that's what they're called. I haven't tried those yet. I think they're like the similar brand to this. I think they might be like related brands, like one's cheaper and one's more expensive. I haven't tried those yet, but I really like this brand, so I don't think I'll even try the other ones. So they come in like a little package like this, and you rip it open and there's a single little strip inside, and that's what you test your urine with. So you would just dunk it in the urine and it will tell you. So this is the brand that I use, and like I said, I don't think that I will go to Pre-Mom just because I really like these so much. And I also have the pregnancy test version of these, but so this is the OPK that I use. So she told me once I get a positive ovulation test to start my progesterone, and then if I don't get a positive pregnancy test or my period starts, to stop taking the progesterone. Now I do have almost a whole week left. I got 23 in this bottle, and then I do have 2 more refills. So once those are gone, she will refill it for me, but that was from my other doctor in my last pregnancy. Now she also talked about some other things that could really help. She said there's some other vitamins out there. There's some other, like some kind of root. She also talked about Preseed, which I already kind of knew about, but I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about Preseed, so I haven't decided if we want to go down that route yet. But I definitely am interested in looking into some more vitamins. I've seen a lot of people in the TTC like community talking about different vitamins, so I'm definitely going to look into those a little bit more. I feel like I'm doing a lot as is to try to help as someone who has had 2 successful pregnancies with no help whatsoever. I feel like I'm kind of going overboard, but at the same time, I'm just so scared to have another miscarriage again. So I think we're just my husband and I are looking at it like nothing that we are doing is gonna hurt. If anything at all, it's gonna help. So why not just try it? Rather, we're having an issue with babies implanting because, you know, it took us so long to get pregnant, or rather there's a genetic issue or what's going on. We don't know. But we want to try everything we can to possibly get it just right. So that's why we're going with the aspirin and the progesterone right now. That's the route we're going down. Like I said, I'm going to look into some other vitamins and see what I can find. If you guys have any suggestions on anything that you tried when you were TTCing that really helped you, or like some miracle for you. I know nothing's gonna work that's miracle except for, you know, the will of God, but something that really helped you, leave it down in the comments, because at this point we're not ruling anything out. We're, you know, we're not saying that we're going through infertility, because they say you have to wait for a year. And something else that my doctor talked about, she said that since we got pregnant and had a miscarriage, our year starts over. Which kind of frustrated me a little bit, because, you know, we've already gone 7 months. And I feel like, you know, if we go another 4 or 5 months and no baby, there should be some looking into it. Like, yeah, we got pregnant and had a miscarriage, but, you know, if it's going to take us another, you know, a while before we actually get pregnant again, they should take that in consideration, not just be like, oh, well, you got pregnant once, so you're good. Like, I don't know. I was just a little irritated about that. Like, I don't know. But she also said that if we do get pregnant again and have another miscarriage, which hopefully that doesn't happen, because I don't think I could handle that. But if we do and that happens, she is more than willing to get us testing done. So she brought up genetic testing is something that she likes to do right off. And so, you know, test my genetics and test my husband's genetics and see if there's anything that could be causing us to lose babies. So I was really excited to hear that, because I know for a lot of doctors' offices, genetics is like the last thing they do, and they want to do everything else first. But I think where she's coming from is, you know, we've already had 2 healthy babies, and they're perfectly fine. They have no genetic issues that we know of. So if we're losing babies, there's something else going on. So I think that's kind of where she's coming from. So I can understand wanting to go right to genetics, which makes me happy, because I feel like that's more explanatory than anything else. Because, like, I'm still young, I'm relatively healthy, I am a little overweight, but, you know, I'm relatively healthy otherwise, and my husband's relatively healthy otherwise, so there should be no reason why, you know, things are happening. So anyways, that's where we kind of are right now. I'm just sitting here waiting for my cycle to start up again. She told me as soon as my cycle starts to start trying again. She actually suggested trying right away, because she said that she's seen it where people get pregnant right after a miscarriage. And so she suggested that, and so that's kind of where we're at. We're just waiting for my cycle to come back, hoping it comes back and there's not something else going on. Technically, you guys will be seeing this video Friday, and Friday is the same day that my period is supposed to start if I was on a normal cycle. So, like, if the first day of my miscarriage was the first day of my period, Friday is the day that that's supposed to happen. So I guess we're waiting for that. We're waiting to see what happens there. We're gonna go from there. So I will update you guys next time we have something to update, or when we know more, because at this point it's really just a waiting game. It's really just up in the air. We don't know what's gonna happen. So that's that. Like I said, feel free to leave any advice, tips, anything that you guys used when trying to conceive in the comments below, and we'll see where this goes. So thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to support me. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please leave in the comments some love, because we're gonna need all the love we can get at this point with this crazy journey we're going on. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Live your best life and the crazy journey that you're on. I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.